moves was I had like these flower power shorts, and then I had a headband, but it was cork. Like it looked like the top of a wine bottle.
Oh.
So
And they have
lives
those
on
now.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened there, but
yeah. So I just remember I was so starry-eyed, you know, and just having the access to everything and being in Nashville and celebrating country music, it was just magical. And so both sides of it, it's one of my favorite weeks of the year.
And then your first CMA as an artist was in 2015.
Yes.
And then that was just on Bridgestone Arena Plaza, right?
It was. So my first CMA Fest, I had a fan club party, and then I played the stage outside of the arena. And I think I was on like my third single at that point. Maybe I was on Peter Pan.
Okay.
And it was just incredible. And then the very next year, I went to the stadium.
Does it seem like that was a really quick trajectory for you? Because this is something that you've been dreaming about since you were a little girl. So for all of us, it feels like, wow, she came to town and it took off and it went quick. But for you, does it feel that fast?
It's hard to say because, like, if I compare my journey to other people's, it happened fast, you know, because I have friends that have been in town way longer than I have, that are just having their first breaks and stuff. But at the same time, like, I've been writing songs since I was 12 and really truly working towards it since I was a kid. So I don't know, I think things happen as they're meant to and right on time. As Lindsay L says, I love that new song.
Oh, so good.
I really do believe that. So it's hard for me to think it was anything but the right timing. Yeah.
When you did the stadium show and you walked out there, did you feel like that was a I've made it moment?
I went in, I had to go into I had like different corners of my brain for different.
Compartmentalize.
I do. Yeah. I'm a big compartmentalizer. She's in therapy. But no, I do. And so sometimes I know that I have to shut down the emotional part of me to do my job. And I remember I did that. I went out, I did my best. And I remember I walked off stage and Hillary Scott was waiting for me. She had like been there for me. She's like my sister. I just remember I walked off and I saw her waiting for me, and I just got off stage and I just got on my hands and knees and wept. Because that was like the moment, you know?
Yeah.
A memory that stands out for me is, so I moved to town in 2001, and I would say, so back in 2002, I was, I was at the Tin Roof, right on DeMundry. It was
That was our first interview.
She told me this.
Really?
It's at the Tin Roof, sitting on those little like chairs outside.
Yeah, so everybody, I mean, back then, it's kind of hard to believe, but there was like 3 places to go party and get crunk at, and Tin Roof was one of them. So we were there. It's about 3 o'clock, and it was a bunch of friends, and it was CMA Fest, and I met this group of girls that was like, I mean, it wasn't like we were all trying to. It was like just a cool, like.
I'm just gonna let him keep talking. Go ahead. You're digging.
I was not up to any funny business. Trying to make sure this interview doesn't get me in trouble at
Where's
home.
Caroline?
Yeah.
Is she here?
Hope she's not live streaming this. But it was it was totally chill, and they were like, "Hey, we got an extra ticket to CMAs." Okay. And so we left Tin Roof, we went to the park, and we totally tailgated. We totally tailgated. It's kind of a song idea, totally tailgated.
I get a third, I'm in the room.
And then we
same.
went to the gas station right there. We bought beer, sat in the parking lot. It was when Martina McBride was on that night, and Where Would You Be was her big hit at the time. And we had floor seats, and I just sat out there, just taking it all in, just being a fan. And to go from that moment to be literally a fan tailgating, caught up in the magic of CMA Music Fest, and then to be, here today where, there was one CMA Fest that literally I played at the old baseball field, I played on a little stage as people were walking into the softball chair. I mean,
Yeah.
so to watch the to watch how the progression goes. I mean, even at Carolina Country Music Fest yesterday, my tour bus was I could actually watch the stage.
Oh.
So I sat out there and kind of chilled out and listened to all the, on those big country music festivals, they start putting people on stage at 2:30, 3 p.m. And the girl, our production manager, Kayla Carter, she and I are sitting there listening to one of the artists. And I looked at Kayla and I said, I did 5 years where I was going on at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
She's like, what? And I'm like, for 4 to 5 years, I was the artist that went on at 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock. So